Okay, let's talk about monitors. There are two kinds of onstage monitors. The classic wedge speaker that sits on the stage facing the band, and the in-ear monitor that is worn in the ear by each band member. Each in-ear headset is connected to a small controller or amplifier that sits on a floor stand next to the band member. The band member can now dial in what they want to hear in the overall mix and have any of the different channels as loud or as soft as they want. And they have the ability to change those settings on the fly at any time. The biggest advantage to the in-ear solution is no sound comes out of the monitor that could be picked up by any of the onstage microphones. No audible sound outside of the earphone itself means no feedback. Here's a tip for making sure in-ear monitors work the way they're supposed to. Make sure you set both the input gain for each channel on the mixing console and the output gain to the monitors before the band members start setting their own personal mix. Now let's talk about onstage speaker monitors. The first rule of successful monitor mixing for onstage monitor speakers is, the quieter the overall onstage volume is, the better sounding the main mix will be in the house. It's very important to remember that sound coming from a speaker is very directional, so it's crucial that each onstage monitor, or for that matter anything the player needs to hear, be pointed directly at their ears and be as reasonably close to the musician as possible. Arrange amplifiers for the instruments so that they are facing the musician and are tilted up and pointing at their ears. Acoustic drums are often a problem because their volume or loudness often interferes with other musicians hearing their monitor levels. Again, before raising the volume of the monitors, try a different placement for the drums. Move them back and away from other band members. Ask the drummer if they can damp the snare or use smaller or darker cymbals. The more you can fix the source before reaching for the volume control, the easier your job is going to be. Another important tip: you should first set your input gain levels for the band and all vocals, and establish your overall front of house sound level before setting your monitor mix. To feel comfortable, performers need to hear three things: themselves, whatever's keeping time for them, either a click track or drums, and whatever they're harmonizing with. If they complain they can't hear something very well, first ask them if there's something they or you can turn down to make their monitor mix work better for them. The rule to live by: less is more.